Hello everyone, I'm Bill Hammond and I actually paid to see this, and welcome to another edition of the worst trailer in the world! First things first, a little bit of housekeeping. One, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart to the nearly 6,000 of you who watched my last video absolutely ripping on the Minions trailers. I'm floored, I'm flabbergasted, my gaff is literally flabbered. I never thought it would take off in any respect, much less the way it did. My subscriber count has tripled in the last month. Still only 12, but 12 more than I ever anticipated. And I hope I'm doing something right. To that end, number two, just to clear the air a little bit here, most of what I'm doing here are just jokes. Hopefully they're good jokes. Some of them are intentionally bad. And there are a few genuine observations and opinions that I have that I put in there, but let's be clear on this. I'm not reviewing the movies. I do that on my blog, actuallypaid.com. You should go there right now as soon as you finish watching this. And I do have some ideas for how to do video-style reviews on this channel. I've tinkered with the review roulette thing before, and I want to try to get back to that again at some point. But the whole point of doing this, there's tons of channels on YouTube that review movies from one angle or another. CinemaSins, Nostalgia Critics, Screen Junkies, I love them all. What I'm doing here with the trailers is more analyzing the sales pitch. And, you know, I'm nothing special. I'm just a fat-ass nerd who has critical thinking skills and a little bit of a dark sense of humor. I'm not in any way an expert on any of this stuff. But when it comes to a trailer, this is the studio, either directly or through a third party, creating what's called a sizzle reel to say to its audience, hey, here's our product, go buy it. Give us money for this. This is why I call my blog and my channel, I actually paid to see this, because I'm saying, hey, either the pitch worked on me to the point where I am handing you money willingly, or I'm saying, oh my god, I actually paid to see this crap? You know, that's the whole point of the name. So in that respect, when I do the monthly column, this film is not yet watchable, and this video series, the worst trailer in the world, what I'm saying is, this is the best foot that the studio put forward? Really? This is what they decided to advertise to us in front of movies we're paying to see, on our TVs, on YouTube, on our streaming services, to say, we deserve money for this. You deserve to vote for us via your wallet based on this. And I say bullshit sometimes. So let's not get it twisted. I'm not reviewing the movies. I'm previewing the movies. And sometimes I actually even do go see them. I saw the Minions movie and reviewed it. I saw Secrets of Dumbledore a couple weeks ago and reviewed it. They were just as terrible as I thought they would be. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's a one-to-one correlation. Sometimes a trailer is bad, but it leads to a good movie, like Top Gun Maverick or DC League of Super Pets that I just saw the other day. Sometimes the trailer is good, but the movie sucks, like The Princess or Army of the Dead. It happens. We can't automatically assume that one is going to lead to the other. That's why I kind of keep it in the vacuum of the trailers. Now, based on these trailers and the jokes that I make, I do assume that if I go see this movie, it's going to be terrible. Sometimes I am very pleasantly surprised. Sometimes my worst fears are confirmed. But the point here is to, in essence, judge the book by its cover, because you're giving us the cover. This is an orchestrated cover. So, going forward, let's enjoy this for what it is, and let's just rip on some horrible shit. So, in a month where there is just a deluge of seemingly horrible-looking horror and suspense movies coming out, which one represents rock bottom? Well, if you combine the use of a family connection as a flimsy plot motivator like in, say, Beast,
This is my chance to reconnect with the girls.
The gratuitous use of shock violence from something like Bodies, Bodies, Bodies.
Did you just fucking shoot me? I can't believe you're making this about you.
The blood sport of Prey. A bafflingly stupid lead character like either of those in Fall. And the complete lack of understanding of how to actually scare an audience like, say, Orphan First Kill. Then you get this month's entry, The Invitation. Let's do this.
It was always just my mom and me. To have a family.
Okay, if that DNA test doesn't say that she's 100% that bitch, I am just not interested.
Wait, what?
Holy crap, an actual mailbox! I thought Louis DeJoy got rid of all those after people committed the horrible crime of voting!
That is the whitest man I've ever seen.
Oh, goody, a racial element! These always age so well.
He wants to meet up.
Yeah, they're more shocked at the relative, but I'm fixated on these vague as hell emails. Look at these subject headings. Books? Build? Fucking note? And they all have attachments. What kind of spam list is this woman on? Even the lead-in text is generic as hell and clearly trying to scam her ass. Why would this DNA match thing be any different?
Sounds so Jane Austen when you say it like that.
No, Jane Austen could actually write dialogue. Literally everything about this table setting is pretentious as fuck. From the cutesy food presentation to the salt and pepper shakers having 1 and 3 holes on the top. If a stranger asks to meet here, it's either going to be some freaky power trip shit or they're trying to sell you a timeshare. Either way, get the fuck out.
There's a wedding coming up, actually. You should come.
Never trust a verbal wedding invite. Seriously, how dumb is this person?
I would love to, but I...
Come on, everyone is dying to meet you.
The entire family is dying to meet someone they just found out existed. Oh yeah, this doesn't raise any red flags at all.
Wow.
And now we have the curved road as a metaphor for something ominous cliche. Goody!
It's incredible.
Wow, that's the prettiest looking dollhouse I've seen since Hereditary. I hope this movie has decapitations too.
Evie, this is a close friend of the family, Walter DeVille.
Hi.
Hi.
Never say hi like that ever again. I seriously want to get a restraining order from looking at my own computer now, thanks to that.
Looking forward to getting to know you better, Evie.
Well, now we know what Rami Malek would look like if a Dementor ever sucked out his soul. You know, I was wondering where I hid my giant-ass key. It's just so hard in this house to find your giant-ass keys.
What are they doing down there?
They have numbers on their aprons. So they don't even have names. How many more hints do you need that this is not a place you want to be?
Miss, you should return to your room.
Here, take this giant-ass key.
Which one's the groom?
The groom and his bride will make their grand entrance tomorrow.
The bride and groom aren't present at their own wedding party. You can see from space how fucked up this is, right?
I can't shake the feeling that everyone is staring at me.
That's because they literally are all staring at you. 1, you're the newcomer. 2, you're the only minority they've likely ever met who wasn't a servant. 3, you're the only assholes on the dance floor. Who else are they gonna look at? Jesus Christ. Jordan Peele has spent the last 5 years working to dispel the stereotype of the oblivious minority character in horror movies, and this chick is single-handedly undoing 3 films worth of progress. You know, I was just thinking that my pool needed more rose petals and nudity-obscuring mist effects.
I'm curious, though. What has he told you about us? Ow!
In what fucking universe could a manicure sound like that? There are creepy sound effects, and then there's just plain ear rape. Guess what this is? You're trying to build tension, but instead you're puncturing it by grating our senses with what sounds like cornflakes going through a wood chipper. What the hell is wrong with you?
Let me see.
She just goes right up and sucks the blood off her finger. I can't. I'm sorry. I just can't. Dave, you want to take this one? Thank you. Really? That's a selling point for you. The producer of one of the lamest horror movies of the last decade? The one where Linda Cardellini fights a Mexican ghost. Seriously. You honestly believe that this will entice audiences to your movie? The Curse of La Llorona, with its 28% Rotten Tomato score and 35% audience score, making it the second worst entry in the Conjuring series, just above the fucking Nun? You honestly think this will entice viewers to see this? What are you smoking, and when are you sharing?
Where are the bride and groom?
Okay, best case scenario, this turns into an eyes wide shut orgy. Worst case scenario is literally anything else, including watching this movie.
There has been someone missing from this table.
You know, originally there was no chance I was going to be scared by a shot of everyone turning their heads in unison while they all wear masks they look like they picked up on sale at Spirit Halloween. But that distorted sound cue really got me there. Now I'm terrified. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to come up with things no one in human history would ever say. It's a fun game.
Will be renewed tonight.
Yeah, you kind of need to take your mask off to smoke, guys. Also, you need something to smoke. Oh wait, was that supposed to be some kind of ritual signal or thing that was supposed to frighten me in any way? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. No. Oh no, not number one. I grew to love her so much. You know, given that they just slit a woman's throat, there's surprisingly no blood spatter on the table anywhere near that punch bowl. Just saying, yay continuity.
A new bride.
Well, what the fuck did you think was gonna happen? Samuel Morse himself didn't telegraph so obviously.
I want to go home.
You probably had every opportunity to leave and were given so many hints that this wouldn't be good, but now that they've murdered someone, drank their blood, and laughed maniacally, I'm sure they'll let you go now. Come on!
But this is your home.
Let this be a lesson, folks. Always read your HOA agreement. Did they all just burp in succession? I mean, what else would explain them all covering their mouths like this? Are they scandalized? Was it the wrong blood type? Like, oh, it was AB positive. Oh no! The fuck is going on here? What I wouldn't give for Freddy Krueger to one-liner all these fucks to death while slashing them. Hello, taunt screen with a hand-pressing cliche? I haven't missed you at all. Look how stupid those teeth are! The freaking Count from Sesame Street has more convincing fangs. Oh my god.
Help me, please!
Oh, of course. The first door you come to after running away from a giant mansion will surely provide the safe haven you need and couldn't possibly be affiliated with the rich vampires. It's not like there wasn't a whole bunch of expensive luxury cars that you could drive to the nearest airport or anything. Just bang on the neighbor's place and everything will be alright. Fucking dumbass.
Distressed.
You know, I like to think that I manifested that blunt force object just to knock some sense into this idiot.
I'm so glad you've come to your senses, my love.
Yay, a vampire wedding. Wait, is this supposed to be the good version of Twilight? And then what better way to end than on one solid second of action? Fuck, where's Blade when you need him? Bleh, that was the worst trailer in the world for this month. And why am I doing a bad combo voice of Gru and Count Chocula? I have no idea. Anyway, this movie is going to bite. Dare I say, it's going to suck? And yet, this dopey nerd, recording on Zoom and editing on Microsoft Video Editor, I guarantee you that I put more effort into those patently lame jokes than the filmmakers did in putting together this entire film. There's just nothing about it that looks even remotely interesting. From the clueless lead, to the obvious warning signs that she constantly ignores, to the return to the vampire well that honestly no one was really asking for. But going even further than that, the people who made this trailer just outright told all of us that we don't need to see the movie. In the 2.5 minutes of the preview alone, we've seen the entire story. Lady has no family. She takes a DNA test, discovers a British relative. He invites her to his mansion for a wedding. Bride and groom are nowhere to be found. Turns out they're all vampires and that she's the intended bride, and eventually she fights back, probably killing them all and winning her freedom, because God forbid someone who so willingly walks into a death trap actually dies. Seriously, what intrigue is there? What mysteries are there left to unfold? If you watch this trailer and honestly have questions about the plot of the movie, please share them in the comments because I would love to read them. There is literally nothing to discover in this film. If you see it, you'll almost certainly spend the bulk of the runtime waiting for the next clip you've already seen. And if that is how you sell your product, you're doing the exact opposite of the intent, because you're flat out convincing us not to invest. That's why I do this series. That's why I do these videos. The movie may turn out to be a masterpiece. I doubt it. But from the standpoint of the sales pitch, it's a failure. That's all for this month. I'll be back soon with another video breaking down yet another terrible trailer. Until then, keep it locked on the blog, actuallypaid.com, for reviews and analysis and all the other features I do. And until next time, I'm Bill Hammond. I actually paid to see this.